If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
Hello and welcome back to the Three Gaffers Transfer Talk, episode 6 with myself, Edward Brookes.
Joe Lowden.
James Francis.
Come on.
How are we doing, lads? You good?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. How are you getting on, James?
I'm alright.
Yeah,
A
good
lot
lad.
of very, very juicy stuff has happened in the transfer window, hasn't it, over the last week?
Of course it has. That's
For once, I really do think Joe might be quite quiet
Yeah.
for part of the episode.
Never.
Well, before we get into that,
Before we get into it, yeah.
how about we thank the fact that the Lionesses
Come
have
on.
got back-to-back Euros titles for the England women's team,
Crazy.
and you know what?
Women's Lionesses,
congratulate
big up. Like to win 1 Euros, like as we know, like following the men's team quite thoroughly.
It's tough.
It's tough to win one. Do you know what I mean? To win back to back and do what they've done, they really, really have like made our country very proud. They've done very, very well, haven't they?
I
Let's be
guess
honest.
you're especially happy considering Chloe Kelly scored the winning penalty, and she's an Arsenal player.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Like half of the women's England team is like plays for the women's Arsenal team.
No, that's not me calling
there's,
that out,
there's
but-
something that we haven't addressed over like Three Gaffer Series 1 is that the Arsenal women's team won the Champions League.
And then they've gone and
And now
helped
the England teams
what?
won the
Euros. Yeah.
Euros. Like I'm a big
Too
fan
bad,
of.
is it? Not too bad, is it?
Are you guys like a big fan of any of the players in particular? I'm a very big fan of Russo. Russo, like one of the strikers.
Russo's
I'm
a great
big
player.
fan.
Kelly's a great player. You've obviously got Bronze, who's still
Russo's a
kicking
snake.
about.
Sorry, we don't talk about Russo. Thank you.
No, but I
You've got
rate
Ella
Russo.
Toon. Ella Toon still plays for
Mate,
United.
up the two.
How
mate.
Russo
Not that
plays
two.
is
Yeah, hey, Ella Toon. Up the
Ob-
tune.
Obviously, it's a very different competition, but I mean, the women's England team are really showing the men how to do it. The men like we keep on coming so close in recent years under Southgate.
Here you go.
Now it's a new regime with
Well,
Thomas Tuchel.
let's
isn't
see
it?
if Tommy can back up the women's team and make it a double for double. You
Well,
know what I
that
mean?
will be if the women's win the Euros
We'll
and
see.
we go on to win the Euros as well. It's going to be an absolutely
Well, it's the
brilliant
World Cup
year
that's
for-
coming up in 2026, America.
Oh yeah,
Maybe,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
maybe we'll. I'm not promising anything too early, but let's see how the content goes.
The one thing I will say about the, like-
because I'd love to go to America, but we'll
What,
see
the
how
Three
content
Gaffers going
Oh, that'd be
to it.
crazy, that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
That'd be
let's not
nuts.
make
If we
any
pull that off, that'll be big.
let's not make any promises.
That'd be big.
But Gaffers on tour could be a great little series.
Would
Let's
be.
see how it goes.
I mean, I wish the men's national team as much success as the women's has, but all three of the Gaffers really are very proud of the Lionesses. It's
Yeah.
been a really good campaign
100%.
for them.
Well, how about we talk about what we spoke about last week on the transfer talk?
Yeah, I mean, last week we spoke about the collapse of someone's club in particular, which is Joe's club, Newcastle,
A man
with
who's so short.
all their transfers going a little bit quiet. We were talking about rumours with Isak. I mean, this guy was talking about like literally the space of 2 weeks ago, we're going to change to a 4-4-2. There's going to be Isak and Ekatike up front. Just to give you an update for anyone that hasn't actually been up to date with the transfer window.
Look,
Ekatike's now moved to Liverpool. Isak's given a transfer request and is very, very likely to move to Liverpool. So the exact front line that he said for his own club is now actually going to happen for Liverpool.
So technically, I wasn't wrong. It was
you were
just for the wrong
you were
team.
so adamant.
Right.
You were
look.
so cocky and adamant.
You
No,
were-
I understand
you
that there's been
Giving it the
some
big un.
there's been some tough times, and
Tough
hopefully
times. You're
Well,
going to finish below United?
let's all calm down. Let's all calm
Finish club, mate.
down. Let's all
Well,
calm down. Let's
we
all calm
also-
down.
I know it, the big boys can they?
We also spoke about Arsenal's transfer window, that it quieted down a little bit. There was rumours that United were going to hijack the Gyökeres deal, but finally it's been done. Here we go. Fabrizio Romano, David Ornstein, that Gyökeres is the new number 14, takes Henry's number at Arsenal, and
Let down.
finally they've got a striker. Finally they got. What are your
Never wanted him.
no bias aside? What are your opinions on it? Like genuinely, like he's a very good striker.
Well,
You
look,
can't deny it.
I will get into my opinions a little bit later on, but I'll let the person who is rivaling you to get to that player.
You
get
know
his
what?
opinions.
Like, we never wanted him anyway. But I think he's a very good signing. I think he's going to give Arsenal what they've been lacking.
An actual
Which is
target
some
man's
firepower,
got
yeah.
someone to put the
chances
ball
you-
in it.
chances you just create is crazy, and you
Well, let's
got
hope he
you
can
got your
finish
favourite
him.
boy that can't finish.
Which one's that one? Kai Havertz, is it?
Yeah. So
I still love. I'll
it's
stand
good
by
to
it.
have someone that can actually put it away.
I do
Put it
agree
in.
with that. I agree
Well,
with it. I'm still very
Someone
happy
with a
that
bit
we've
of
still
mimos.
got Kai Havertz and someone like him, because even
Yeah.
though you two take the piss out of him, I think him adapting
Well,
next
you played him
season,
in-
playing
And
in
he's
the
a monster now,
playing
so
in the
let's see how he
midfield, playing up front.
Are we paying him in pre-season? He didn't do shit at all.
Big lad though. Big
Yeah,
lad.
mate,
it's
have
all-
you
it's all
seen
good-
him?
It's
What
all
he-
good being a big lad if you can't do anything. You know what I mean?
He's jacked. I can
but-
fend
Well,
that.
it gives another option. We, for once, Arsenal in the attack at least.
Throw back that.
Oh
Well-
my god, we're talking about even 13. I can think more.
One thing we've all been talking about is that Arsenal, like, we have so many options at the back, yet we haven't got a plan B. When it's not,
Beast.
Joe, you know, when we've played like your club in particular, and as well with United in the FA Cup, we never when we
Well,
went,
United can't
when
talk,
we went
they don't
down
beat
to
very
both
often.
of when we.
We're unbelievable. It's fine.
But when we went down to
We are
both, when we went down to both of you, there's no plan B. Whereas finally, we've got plan A, Gyökeres up front with the current system. Plan B, throw Havertz in.
Two-footed first
You
game.
know, so we'll see how that goes.
getting
Oh yeah, we'll
two-footed
see how it
first
goes. Because obviously you got Man United who are getting their manner finally.
Got him. He's-
Got
he's-
Brian
you've got-
Webber is
you've got
in the
him, Wemmer.
window,
That was-
and obviously we got to see what else they got on the horizon.
I'm
was
not gonna lie. This window has been great for Arsenal and United.
Yeah.
Cunha and Buemo,
For all of us- no,
Gyökeres,
sorry, us two.
Zubamendo.
It's been great for us too.
It's been really great for us.
for
Do you know what
us.
I mean? Newcastle, they're all Alanga this, Alanga that, but like all these other signings, you know,
Poor Alanga, by the way, moving to a club where he thought this team's on the up. You know,
they're on the up, and then they're
Oh my
losing
God.
their best player.
in Champions League. You know, finally lifting up, won a trophy. Oh my
Oh,
God,
look,
I'm
well,
moving to this club.
right, stop.
Look at all these
No,
players
no,
that are going to be
stop.
around me,
Yeah,
I love
and
it.
they all just fall through. It's like.
It's really funny from coming from a club that finished 15th last season.
Do you want
Yeah,
to
I'm
speak
gonna
into the- Joe,
finish.
speaking to the mic, mate, I'm not sure
We're
they
gonna
can
finish above you.
No, but no,
Yeah.
you're not.
Because you're
Get
going to be
a
in a
grip.
relegation battle. 'Cause you
Get
got
a grip.
Ramsdale, mate. More on that later.
We'll talk about that a little bit, right? Okay.
Well, everything's going on in the transfer window recently. We've had a lot of laughs over the last week, a lot of chats in our Free Gaffers group chat. But
Cheers from someone.
yeah, definitely, tears
Yeah.
from the guy
no
sitting in the
tears
middle.
from me. It's all
I
been
mean,
A lot can.
Your favourite
it's all
players
been
leaving, mate.
good banter
Yeah.
and
He said he's too good for your
chat,
club.
as they like
Yeah,
to say. But
cheers.
And everything me and James have said over the last
Cheers.
2 weeks has come true.
Yep.
But,
Cheers for a Finnish club.
but let's move on to the next segment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's move on. Moral.
this is
Let me
my
say this
favourite
right
bit.
now. Isak's not
perfect.
leaving. He's staying because new deals are apparently being rumoured to be worked on for Livramento and Isak.
He is not.
He's not signing a new
watch
He is
chat
going,
waffle, Joe.
and you're not winning.
That's deluding.
No.
That
It's
is-
Liverpool season, and they'll have eyes.
They're not going to happen. This season coming
chat's
up,
even more.
he will be a Newcastle United player. I have a full faith in that. Then I think this is one I'm really excited about. Hugo Ekitike, who has been a
He's not
target.
Shut up about this.
Hugo
Confirm, here we go
Ekitike,
to Liverpool.
who has been a target since the takeover, is apparently available between 65 and 80 million pounds, and
Big range.
we've apparently
Don't matter.
started the bid off at 70 million euros, which is
Hey,
roughly
Ben.
about 65 million pounds.
Until he talks about his
Just before
formation.
we've started recording this, the big thing is that we've already agreed personal terms with the player. So
Oh,
it is
he's
all
agreed
about
personal
agreeing.
terms. He's a Newcastle player, apparently.
I reckon we'll go to a 4-4-2.
It will change your whole
We had to
system.
go.
Here we go.
Ekitike, Isak,
crazy.
Tonali, Bruno,
Right,
Alanga. This season coming up, he will be a Newcastle United player. These are a lot of different clips put together. That's a bit piss take that. There's a lot of.
He will be a Newcastle
My
player.
favourite bit is, I will say, with full confidence, that Isak will be a Newcastle player till next summer. Literally, when we film our videos,
That
which
man's
go out
become
to
a
you on
villain.
Wednesday, I think they go out on Wednesday. Obviously, we film them only slightly in advance. But by the Wednesday, it was here we go by for Fabrizio Romano. It wasn't necessarily here we go, but he was saying confirm Isak wants to leave. He's not even training with the team.
Do you know,
How do you feel,
do you know what
mate?
the funny thing is? Is like,
Ekitike, really great signing
that's
you
the
made, by the
person
way.
who
Yeah.
I feel the worst for.
Who? Ekitike.
Ekitike. Because he will not start for that team.
Talking to the mic, mate. They might hear you then.
He won't start for that team. If Isak,
You don't think they've spent all that money on a striker and they won't change their formation?
Are you nuts?
I'm sorry, but if they spend 130 million plus on Isak,
Yeah.
they're going to start a player who they going, oh yeah, we'll spend 80 million on it. They did that,
they'll
they did that for
fit- they'll
Nunez,
fit
and they
him
went,
in.
they
They'll
went,
fit
oh,
him
it's
in,
cheap,
Joe.
They'll fit him in.
No, it'll be a front three of Salah and Isak.
They'll fit him in.
Game week 1 or game week 2, season 2. We'll clip this bit and see again if he's chatted waffle or if he's actually
They
right
won't
for
start
once.
Ekatike.
You really
I'm telling
don't think
you
that'll
right now.
happen?
They won't start him.
You have,
Well, no, actually-
you have seen what's happened with Luis Diaz, which is a little bit of transfer talk, which we'll get onto a little bit later. But Luis Diaz is now, here we go, confirmed he is moving to Bayern Munich, which nearly solidifies
Yep.
the move of Isak because the wages off the bill,
I agree.
the money coming in.
I agree, it's done. Basically, Isak's going to go for 100, between 130,
How does it
140,
feel?
maybe. It's tough because I want to hate him, but the fact that he's
Small
given
club
us.
mentality. You what? Sorry, come on. Sorry.
So I wouldn't know the people that are taking 400 grand off you a week.
The problem is, it's not
Jesse
just
Lingard
Joe.
doing.
James, it's not just Joe. It's not just
Taking
Joe.
300 grand
There's
off
the
you,
guy
right.
from that other football podcast. Is it what's his first name? Joe.
Don't talk about Lewis Bowden like that.
Here we go. Lewis.
Rent free, and his.
I will
I'm
say
telling you
that
right
the
now,
guy,
rent-free.
if for whatever reason we somehow get him involved, like get him anything to do with the free Gavin, which would be crazy. But if he ever came on the
Lewis,
show,
mate, I agree with
go on.
70% of what you said. Because
That's
there's
30%. You completely don't agree
There's
with
a
him.
30% bracket where he goes, oh yeah, we're going to be the best club in the world. All right, let's calm
And
down.
I agree with
Yeah.
20% of what you say.
And I agree with 0%.
I'm the
of what
same,
Man
James.
United say, because
James,
they are
I am
shit.
literally the same.
They
mate.
are shit.
But we're still bigger
We
than you.
shouldn't even give him the 20% because he's gone. We're signing Scalvini.
Yeah, right.
We're signing this guy. We're signing
He
that
doesn't
guy.
have a leg to stand
Every
on.
single person he said they're signing, Ekatike, all of them gone somewhere else. Charles Pedro,
I'm
gone
not
somewhere
agreeing.
else.
I'm not disagreeing with you. We are in a bad situation, and I will not.
Champions League club.
He did say last
Playing
week. Yeah.
in the Champions League.
I'm not disagreeing that we
They
are.
have
we have gone
secured
from
Champions League. They have won a trophy, and they can't hold on to the players. That shows.
I'd argue.
That shows how little of a club you still are.
I have to agree with James. One thing I will say before
I
we
would
move on,
disagree with
Joe,
that.
is
Okay.
that with James, I think James is going to love this. I genuinely think, even though you finished where you finished in the league, very low down,
We still have a better pull.
you've pulled as good, if not better. Yeah, better names. I'd still
I would-
say
I
they've
would-
signed two
I would
proper
look at the
top
numbers,
players.
Do you want me
names.
to hit my argument to that?
Go on.
PSR is still broken then because the fact that they are still able to pull
I do agree with that.
more
yeah.
wages, more everything.
Untouchable, baby.
But it's great
PSR
because you
still
see all these
broken.
Newcastle fans online. I promise it's not just Joe. We do have a friend.
it's all of
We
them.
do have one of the three gaffers that is so delusional, it's unreal. And you've seen in the clip earlier.
I'm not delusional.
Right, 4-4-2. Ekatike Isak up front. But anyway, moving on.
As well.
It was a
It
possibility.
was we're gonna. It was
a
like
possibility.
Pep Guardiola, who's like
At
we're
one
playing that.
At one point, there was a possibility, but it's gone from that to absolutely none of them. So look,
That is how it goes in football sometimes. But I will quickly say that there are other Newcastle fans online that act as though they've supported United, Arsenal, City.
They act like their club is.
They act like they
massive.
are the big six,
Like they are
or they're at
global
least in it.
superpower.
And they were in it maybe for a year, but they're now out of it.
No, they're not. They just had a successful season
They had one
let's
good year.
stop being silly.
Leicester won the league, mate.
with a great manager. That's it.
Leicester won the league, bro.
we are
Champions League the following season.
You know what's funny
They're
is
a
that
bigger
we are
club.
getting attacked by the big six because we are close to getting to their level, and that's what's the problem. I think.
Jeez, man.
It is.
I mean, but if you
It
end
is-
up top
Wes,
four again,
How
one
many
thing.
Premier League titles you got?
How many? Yeah.
Moving on.
How many in your lifetime?
When was the last time you saw one watched? Over 10 years ago, right? That's
20
not
Well,
being silly.
2013,
Last thing
mate.
of the
Went to
first
parade, very proud
segment
moment.
I'd like to
When
pitch
was the
in with
last time?
is that Leicester they won the league. Yeah, they did very
And I
well.
respect that.
And we know
I
the following
do.
season they lost Mahrez to City.
No, they didn't. They didn't in that season. They lost them. They lost them the season
well,
after.
they
that.
lost Kante as well
They lost-
to Chelsea.
The only player they lost was Kante.
Very, very big names, and even though they still lost the main core, following season finished Champions League. Following season did all right, and then the season after that got relegated.
Finish outside the top 10 now.
No,
You're losing
let's
your
not be
players.
silly. Let's not be
We'll
silly.
get,
I'm
we'll
surprised
get
if
onto
Bruno
that.
moves
We'll
on.
get onto that like
finish
in a
above
couple of
you,
weeks,
so that's
boys,
it.
when we
That's it.
do.
I'm telling you now.
How much you want to
You're
bet?
not, mate.
What, are you betting again? Are you betting again, Joe?
I don't make bets.
We'll maybe talk about that. We'll talk about that in the next.
We'll talk about a bet.
You're not good for it. So.
We'll talk about a bet that Joe made later on.
I don't make bets with people that don't follow through, mate.
I'll make bets with you then. So,
mate, Newcastle fans.
What is the bet you want to make? Just quickly on camera, all of you can see it.
No,
We'll
make it in another week's video because it'll be closer to the Premier League by then, and then we'll make more decisions.
We don't do it. I agree.
But anyway, how about we talk on about your club for once? And it's Arsenal have finally got their man. They've got their man, Viktor Gyökeres. Embarrassing, don't do that. For 65 million plus add-ons, which for one of Europe's most prolific strikers, they seem to be getting a great price. Someone who is set a standard in Europe, and the only thing is will they prove it in the Premier League? That is, will Gyökeres prove it?
I'm sick and tired of it, man.
We
finally.
Firepower.
You think he'll? How many goals roughly do you think he'll? What like bracket do you think he'll finish in by the end of the season? You're joking, Joe.
No, I'm only joking. I'm only
we'll
trying
clip
to
that again. That'll be a Rory Jennings.
I reckon 18.
I was going to say 15 to 20. So probably
18.
First season.
I am confident.
But the problem is that
I think there's a chance.
If
he hits the ground running.
Even if he doesn't hit the ground running.
They're going to lose the United first game, but.
Oh yeah. But even if he doesn't fit the system. Let's just say by the end of the season, like the whole system that we've built up, that Gyökeres doesn't suit it. I still believe that he will hit minimum 18, and he will be
minimum 15,
like max quite a lot. And the reason why is we've all seen the last half of the second half of the Premier League season, even. Our backup striker, Havertz, was out. So we played Mikel Merino, who for his entire... No, Joe, let me finish. His entire career, he never... Joe, let me talk.
It's a disgrace.
But you know, Joe, that Mikel Merino has never played striker in his life. We throw him in the Premier League and he gets 10 goals in half a season. If he can get 10 goals in half a season, what is Gyökeres, an actual striker, going to do?
He's going to put some away.
He will put it away.
No doubt. He's getting 240 though first game, but he's going to be out for like 2 months.
From United,
He replaced an incompetent...
Martin is on the pitch.
He replaced a terrible 10 in Havertz, so it doesn't really make much of a difference.
Well, we finally... Everyone jokes and banters Arsenal being like, we ain't got a striker.
You've lost your firepower, so I don't know why you're laughing.
Well, actually, that's a good point. We finally actually fixed the problem in the whole team, which every Arsenal fan's been crying out for. You guys, you had a gem, like a diamond in your side, and he's gone. I'm too good for your team.
That's fair enough that he's gone.
What he realistically did, Joe, is I can't take this club any further than winning them an EFL Cup.
140 million for a player that we spent
a big club come in and he thought, I'm done. I'm gone. I'm out.
And for all we know, he pulls his ACL next season, and
he has got an injury.
Don't get me wrong, as a United fan, I'd love that. Don't get me wrong.
As an Arsenal fan, I'd love that. Imagine that. Exactly. They spend all that money on a striker, and we're going at them.
We are pushing nothing but a premium for him because realistically, we're not going to lose value on a player that still has stupid amounts of value.
Joe, you've been talking a lot of talk. Look straight down the camera. Let's do the close up on you. Just say how much you're going to get for Isak, and do not lie from what you've been saying. Don't lie, Joe.
Minimum 130. That is the minimum we get for him. That is the minimum.
Will you be rattled if you don't get that money?
Yes.
You will
because the fact that we have got probably one of the best strikers in Europe.
Reports are like 8,
Well, I'll tell you what. The fact about the Sesko situation between your two clubs,
take Sesko as well,
which I would love because that would be very funny. But I reckon the fact there's both of you now fighting for him, you both must know that that's going to add on 10 million quid from what you were originally.
This is what we're going to talk about later.
Because United are going to come in going, we'll pay a certain price. You're going to go, we were planning on paying 10 mil less, but, we're in the Champions League now.
And now you've got the...
And then it's going to be an actual financial
battle. We've got the funds, so I don't know what the problem is, so stop that as if you're going to make it.
You keep saying you've got the funds.
But it's down to who he wants to play for.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but also
and he will want to play for us over you. Because you're not a big club.
I'm really sorry, Joe. I've got to back James here. United, where did you finish last season, James? 15th. You finished 5th? 15th, 16th, one of the like.
15th.
And you pulled Mbeumo, and he could have easily played Champions League football with Newcastle, and he'd shows United.
That's good for him. If he'd rather choose money over actually playing good quality football, then that's fair enough to him.
Will you say the same thing if Sesko does the same thing and he goes to United?
I'll say to him, if he wants money over football, then fair enough. Look, it's not a problem. It is because we weren't willing to spend that money
as well.
We weren't willing to give Mbeumo the money that he wanted. He literally, the report came out literally a couple of weeks ago saying Mbeumo would have gone to Newcastle if he had given the money. He's going to want to
play for us.
He didn't get given the money, so he went, oh, you know what, I'll go to Man United and take the piss out of them.
And the funny thing is that if we miss out, which we're not, if we miss out,
100%,
I won't be that bothered.
I won't be that bothered.
But I know that if you miss out on Sesko,
you're going to have a breakdown.
To us, you're going to be livid.
We'll make it work. We always do.
Who are you going to play up front if you don't get Sesko?
Gordon or Asula?
Up front.
Gordon is better than any of their strikers.
And the one thing you need to know as well, when you
play
you play Champions League football, you've got competitive games all the time.
Highland's getting 15 goals.
All the time. You've got other teams that are playing in that elite competition, Joe. Whereas when last season, you weren't in that Champions League spot. You weren't competing against them elite players.
I love how we've moved on to my club when literally we're meant to be talking about Arsenal and then we're getting on to my club.
It's all about you this episode, mate.
Well, I was going to talk about Eze because apparently you're very close to signing him. Which
I've
is
heard yesterday that all the focus is now on Eze. It's the final signing we want to do.
Which I think is a massive signing for him because obviously they're taking the gas off Rodrigo.
I'd take Eze.
Yeah, but I'm worried because even though I'd love Eze and he's Premier League proven, he's got so many great things about his game. And when he's played at the Emirates against us, he's been great and he glides with the ball. He does a lot. We've seen in the FA Cup how great he's done. But if he comes to Arsenal and the numbers that are available, it's looking like number 10's available. And even though we're talking silly little things here, going, oh, what number have they got? The second you put on number 10 for Arsenal, that's a very, very, very big number.
I don't understand what you're saying if you were talking about the 7 with United, but Arsenal aren't that.
But, mate, one of our best ever two best players in our club's history, Henry, 14, and Bergkamp, number 10. And if you take either of them...
I fished that out.
Many players
I didn't buy as much.
The fact that he's talking about that as if no one else has played the 10.
Ozil played the 10. Ozil came for 10. And they did. They lived up to the hype in some form.
I think he can handle it.
You think Eze can... What's your opinion, Joe? Do you think he'd handle number 10? Do you think number 10 at Arsenal...
Eze would be unreal at your club.
You think?
Unbelievable.
He couldn't handle 7.
He'd displace Odegaard and put him in the mud.
Here's the thing, though.
He would dig
every single rumour I'm hearing from
much
Arsenal fans is that if we do get Eze, he'll start as a left winger and he'll be out on the left wing and out on the left, but he'll drift in the middle.
He's better than Martinelli as well, so it actually makes sense, yeah.
It does make sense.
He's better.
I mean, I'd be very happy with him. I just... you, Joe, in particular with Gyökeres, you don't think he'll live up to the hype. I think he will.
I don't think he'll live up to the hype.
And I'm the other way round with Eze.
I think Gyökeres will get maybe 15, maybe
penalties as
18 goals, including penalties.
Gyökeres is going to be on penalties.
He'll get himself maybe 20 max, including penalties, and everyone will go, "Oh, he's had a great season." It's not that great.
If he get...
Say it again. For a side,
say it again on camera again.
For a side that creates the most opportunities in Europe, supposedly.
I don't care about the opportunity.
If he scores 20 goals, that is not that great.
With the team we just had last season, you're saying if we bring in a striker that gets 20 goals, that's not great.
He brings them something they're lacking.
Yeah, but your point was
20 goals from
we fixed and mended an area we lacked in.
No, because you said Havertz got double goals and assists. You're going to lose assists with Gyökeres in the team. So you're only going to get extra goals. And if he only scores 20, which is about the same amount of assists that Havertz got last season, so you're not going to actually gain any more goals.
Nah, I disagree.
I disagree with that. I think Gyökeres will.
I think no.
He
The
adds
thing
a
is,
different
you're
way.
you're
They'll
putting
be
this
able
on me. You're putting this on me.
They'll be able to
I've
play a
said-
new way because
I've
they have
said
a man
to
up
you-
front that can put it
No,
away.
but I've said
They'll
to
be
him-
able to deliver the ball and they'll be able to get them.
No, but
And
I've
it's nice that if it's not going our way in a football
And
match,
he'll be dragging-
when it's the
It's getting
80th
thrown onto
minute,
me as
And he'll
always.
be
we bring
dragging-
on two
He'll be
He'll be
strikers.
dragging
then.
players out
Crazy.
as well to make room for Saka and
Crazy.
all
I
that.
do agree with that.
When
Crazy.
if Eze comes, same with
crazy.
him.
I've literally said
Go on.
that he would do okay. He wouldn't do like Isak numbers. Like he'll get 20.
Isak numbers when next?
What 25?
Isak's numbers, mate. Yeah, he's
And
gonna
that's
do
fine.
great.
Look, if he gets that, then that's fair enough.
Mate,
But
Isak's numbers at Liverpool, not Newcastle.
okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, my point was that he wasn't going to get like too close to the top goal scorer, but he was going to get like within the conversation. I didn't say he was going to be terrible. I didn't say he was going to never play and never get a chance. We spoke about this earlier.
Yeah.
I said
All right, Joe.
he would
Joe,
still
you
do
seem
well.
emotional, mate.
He would still do well, but he never. He
Seem
won't.
a
He
bit
won't.
upset, Joe.
He won't quite get
Maybe,
to
maybe
that
we've
level.
got a striker number 14.
Yeah,
You're
maybe a
losing
bit
your
upset.
14.
So he's going to let down Henry's number. It's fine.
No.
Like Isak let you guys down.
Who do you think-
Because he stormed out of your club.
That's fine. I don't care if he wants to. If he wants to kick up a fuss and go, that's good for him.
I heard the little crack. Did you? Like,
Yeah,
The
I did.
emotion in his voice.
It's nice.
It's not like when the day it all got announced and he was
I'm here
crying.
for you, you know.
No, you're not.
Real,
You don't give a
real.
shit. Get off my hand.
Real.
Get
We,
off my
we're
hand.
here
You
for you,
don't care.
Joe. We're here for you, Joe.
Let's not pretend.
Moving on
as
to
if
the
you
next
care.
topic anyway,
Let's
James.
not pretend as if you care.
care, man. I care.
Let's stop pretending. Let's stop
I
pretending.
care. I care.
Well, yeah, Man
I care about
United
your
seem
little
to
club,
be.
mate. I care.
Get your
man.
hands off me, you
care
dirty
about-
little prick. Anyway,
about your
Manchester
little
United
club,
seem to be
come on,
chasing a striker. Get your hand off me, or you'll lose it. Get off.
Somebody's lost it.
Get off. Right, keep your hand
Come on,
off
let's
me.
talk about the proper
Yeah,
club
go
now.
on, go on.
Man United are looking at in the striker market, which seems to be where you're briefly looking at. And the obviously you're trying to add to that front three of Cunha and Mbeumo, who have joined the club. Obviously, you're trying to compete for that number 9 spot. And the first person you went in for was obviously Ollie Watkins of Villa.
would've done well.
50 million bid supposedly proposed
been
towards
alright.
Villa for a 30-year-old. It's a bit steep, but obviously it's a guaranteed goals and assists. They have also entered the race for Benjamin
I'd
Sesko.
have taken it. Yeah, and if it's up towards our use, we've got Sesko.
Well, obviously, there's other than us, our two clubs. There are obviously
Even without
options
Europe,
around
mate.
Europe. Let's not be
We
silly.
still have more pulling power than your little club.
You have more pulling power than maybe like
Your little club.
Sunderland. But
Your
you don't have
little
much.
club, you lost your best player.
I think Sunderland have made better business.
You're losing
this,
your best
this
player,
summer
and you're
than
going to go, no,
Newcastle.
Bruno G. You're losing your star boy, mate.
I'm not disagreeing with losing
You
our
are
best,
losing your
one of our
And-
best players.
What other team has had this success, got into champs, and just lost their star man? Little clubs, that's who.
Leicester.
clubs.
They won the
Little
Premier League.
clubs.
They lost to N'Golo Kante,
Yeah.
and he went on and won the Premier League.
Little
Chelsea
clubs.
next season.
And they recovered, but you're not going to recover because
I think.
Well,
they just
United
as well.
are also linked with Benjamin Sesko.
He finished in eighth, mate.
I don't know who's actually going to get him now in the end.
What club we came 15th? Cute, very nice.
I really
Yeah,
don't know
because
who's
we're
going to
gonna
get
fix
Sesko.
Good boy, good boy.
Someone's
Keep
getting
quiet.
emotional, mate. I'm here for you.
Really
Keep
emotional,
quiet, keep
really
quiet,
emotional,
Keep
Joe.
quiet, King.
Listen, bro.
Yeah.
Because Cunha and Mbeumo are not causing not sorting out your
Mate,
problems.
think about the numbers, mate.
Whereas we've
It's
still
gonna
got players who can cause
They're gonna
problems with
bring it in.
teams, whereas you're just going to sit there and go,
All I say is
And
United's
Bremo's
team's on
gonna
the
bring
up, Joe.
some-
Your team's
where are
on
we
the
going
down.
to pass? Where are we going to pass the ball? Oh, wait, we haven't got anyone
Only
to
way
pass
is up
to.
for us, mate.
Agree with that.
Good for you. Bless you.
Yeah, mate.
Nice. Well, considering we're getting
We've
Benjamin
seen it all.
Sesko,
We've
it's
won the
fine.
lot, mate. So it's nice to see this because it's a bit humbling. You know what I
It
mean?
is nice.
And it makes me feel so like appreciative of what I grew up with. I don't
Is
know.
it? Because you're not
Something
going to
you
get
never
it for another
really,
20 years.
never really have
Because
had.
when your club won trophies, James, they kept hold of all their players because they
Yeah.
all believed in it, and you were a massive club. Whereas
Yeah.
they win first trophy in 70 odd
History.
years, and they all want to jump ship. Yeah. Well, they'll be doing
Good for
that
you.
next season.
Live off old money. It's nice. Live off old-
Money's drying up, mate.
Live off past.
Glazer see to that.
And-
Glazer see to all that.
live off past and everything like that. It's fine. It's
I'm
cute.
not, but we're still winning trophies. You know?
Well, anyway,
In our bands,
they're in the
aren't
race
they? We're doing all right.
for Benjamin Sesko with other clubs in Europe, and obviously
Entered. No, we've taken
with
the
the
race.
price
We're in
of
front.
shush, with the price
shush.
of
Ooh,
65
you're
million
emotional.
seems to be enough to convince Leipzig to take it out. Get your hand away from
This
my
is
face.
cinema, guys. You might as
I don't
well
wanna catch
leave,
whatever you've
leave a
got.
like whilst you're
I
at
don't
it
wanna catch
for the
whatever
3
you've got.
gaffers.
Bless you.
Subscribe and all that. Keep going, guys. On to the next point, James, if you don't mind, bro.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Newcastle trying to save the window.
How's that going? How's
Well,
that going,
obviously,
Joe?
with Newcastle losing their star man up front, with Alexander Isak looking like he's more and more likely to move to Liverpool, they are looking into reinforcements of Wissa from Brentford and Sesko from Leipzig.
He won't come to your small club.
Both
Neither.
seeming possible, depending on how the clubs.
Impossible.
We're more likely to send. We're
impossible.
more likely to
That's what
send
you said,
both of them than.
You said seem impossible. That sounds
Seem-
all
He's
right.
talked about this guy
Seem
to Newcastle,
impossible.
that guy to Newcastle. None of them have happened, Joe.
But hey, listen.
fine.
Listen, it's looking up, mate, because you're getting that top man, mate.
Well, look, we'll talk about him in a second. I think
You're getting your man.
I think we'll get Wissa. I genuinely think like you can do another little funny video about this. I genuinely think we'll get Sesko and Wissa both through the door.
What about the main man who's like already agreed personal terms? What's happened with that? Let's move on to the next segment. He's the player you've actually agreed.
So who was the man you
So you're talking about this
scoffed at
guy.
and laughed about?
You're talking about that guy.
Yes,
Yes, you did. You laughed about him.
So did you. So shut your mouth.
Yeah, but you
The
laughed
second
about
he
him.
signs, here we go. He's going to be like, he's brilliant.
Great player.
I don't think he's
He
brilliant.
tried to defend before.
I
He was
think-
like, no, but he gives us this.
I think he is
Oh, he's starting.
I think he's a player who
Still waiting on the
will.
impression of Joe. I'll get it right. Sorry, I'm
You're gonna shut the fuck up at any point.
Oh, mate, come on, you're emotional. It's fine.
You're gonna shut
Mate,
up.
you've had a
because
rough week, I know.
You
It's-
finally spoke for about
okay, it's
10
okay.
weeks, and then
Alright,
and then everyone's
actually
getting on a bit
emotional.
excited.
Someone's
Someone's-
getting emotional, mate.
Someone's finally
Someone's
decided to
getting
open their
emotional.
mouth after 10 weeks of recording. It's
okay,
really
it's
cute.
okay, mate.
Anyway,
This is what I have
Um,
to deal with.
Get so
guys.
emotional.
I was gonna say that
Weekend,
Aaron
weekend.
Ramsdale
Yeah, so
is
Aaron
Go on, spit it out. Go on.
You are right. You just spat yourself, mate.
You
Took
did,
plenty
you
of
did
that.
about 12 minutes of just pure spit, so how about
I
you
hope
crack on?
I hope it drenches you, mate.
Thank you.
This might be the best episode of 3 Gaffers.
What,
This
transfer
might be
talk?
it. This might be it.
Or the worst.
Of transfer talk, this might be the best one.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, anyway,
Yeah.
it's looking like
No,
if there's going to be a striker, it's going to be
no, we're not.
Wissa and Sesko.
Yeah.
But the problem is that apparently that Wissa is
Why are you back
going on
We're talking about
strike.
Ramsdale?
at Brentford.
Yeah.
According to multiple outlets,
Relegation battle.
until he gets given the approval for Newcastle to make the
Wish you
move.
all the best, mate. Move
And,
on to the one that you've actually... Go on.
The heavy link, as we would call it, is Aaron Ramsdale being our goalkeeper on a loan with an option to buy, which I don't hate. But apparently the loan fee is about 10 million, which isn't terrible, but it's not great.
10 mil for a loan fee.
But it's
Imagine if it don't work. That's
the
just
option
10
to.
mil
I think
down
the
road.
option to buy is about
Do you think he takes
5 million, so it's about 15 all over.
Takes number one spot
Um,
and goes down.
If he signs this window, he'll be the number one.
it's a bit of a difficult one because
He's
Nick
a lot
Pope.
younger than Pope. They'll
Yeah,
give
but
him a
Nick
chance
Pope's
for
a
it.
much better shot stopper than him, so it kind of.
Yeah.
It kind of averages out whether you want someone who's a bit more comfortable with his feet than with his hands, or whether you'd rather someone who's going to stop every shot.
But you can't concentrate in a football match for 90 minutes. Said it himself.
Who said that?
Aaron Ramsdale.
Aaron Ramsdale.
Well, then I'd rather have Nick Pope in goal, but it is what
This
it is.
where you're at,
Moving
mate.
on to other rumours and
Relegation.
Well, it's the problem is like, will anything else happen within the window? I still believe if we sell it, like obviously looking like Isak's going to go, we're going to get
funding.
30 to 40 million. We're going to get some options in, and we're going to just end up paying the premium for a couple of players that we need to get in.
if you don't get the players in to replace Isak, do you believe the season's a write-off?
Oh yeah, I think it's a mid. If we don't get a centre back, a midfielder, and at least one striker, it's a mid-table season.
Relegation battle.
Let's not be silly. We're not Man United.
They're still here, mate.
Let's not be silly because Man United. We're not
Man
like
United will
Man
never die,
United.
mate.
Oh,
On that
they
note,
they deserve to, but they shouldn't. Anyway,
Anyway,
That's
on
not
the
very nice.
next
I never wish death on your club.
yes, you do.
Never.
Every week. Anyway, should we?
Ramdale's going to bring it, mate.
Should we talk
Straight
about?
out to the championship.
Should we move on?
Should we talk about other transfers? So we got obviously like Granit Xhaka. He's moved off to a
Here we go. To
terrible club. Terrible club. He's gonna get relegated.
They've made more signings than you, bro. They've come up from the Championship.
I know, but there's a lot more problems to solve. It's the same as Man United. They've got more problems to solve, so they can sign more players.
I think it's been quite silent with United.
That's even more embarrassing.
Thank God we got them in.
But obviously we've had a few transfers this week. Not too many around Europe that have really like caught the eye, but it's been an okay.
Just a lot of you crying, really, hasn't it, Joe?
Yeah,
it's been a lot of painful Newcastle stuff, and hopefully next week we'll actually be able to spend some money and do whatever we need to do to make sure that we have a okay season. Yeah. I'll expect maybe like maybe a 7th, like we did the season when we first got Champions League.
17.
That's not what we see. We're not talking about Man United here.
17. I had 17.
We're not talking about Man United here.
17.
Man United.
Sorry, we'll be
anyway,
we'll be
James,
top 6,
take it away, bro.
Top 6.
You heard it here first. Anyway,
embarrassing.
thanks for watching. Check us out on all socials: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Spotify at the Free Gaffers. See you next week. Like, subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next week.
He's chatting absolute rubbish. Anyway, thank you very much.
You're going down, mate.